Hello, transformation team. Today we're going to be talking about what experience has told me is the most important skill you need to build a successful business. And it's not only relevant for the Amway business, it's for absolutely any business out there, and it's the skill of attracting new people. Every traditional business needs new people to come, to buy, to try the products in order to grow, and so do we. And I'm gonna go all the way and tell you that if you learn this skill correctly, you will probably not need all the other skills, or probably give yourself time to develop all the other skills. Yes, we say that in Amway you need to be or develop leadership skills, but you can build this business without being a leader if you can attract enough people and connect them to the system. And what's the system? Something that works without you and something that's not you, and that will continue to work even if you are not actively building the business. That's the beauty and the power of leverage. So let's crack on. Let's begin. And there's three main points that I'm going to be talking about, and hopefully you will be able to connect with one of them and be able to create an action plan together with your mentor. And it's number one, to be able to find opportunities to meet people one-on-one. So in my case, I have a 2-year-old girl, and I'm constantly in different activities. So I go to the park, I go swimming, I go horse riding, I go into many activities, and I'm always meeting people. You might say I don't have children. It works the same with dogs, cats, with whatever, or probably in sports activities, in parties, in the bank. At the end of the day, we're constantly surrounded by people, and we need to be wherever people are so that we can meet them and add value to them. Now, the most important thing about this is that you need to have developed a speech so that you sound attractive and the other person might be interested in what you have, because once you engage in the conversation, it is very common that the other person will ask you what you do. However, it's very important that you listen more than you talk, because when you do this, you realize the other person needs, the other person wishes. So, for example, this person can be interested in my products or in a solution that I have in my business. And if I listen correctly, probably they are not interested in the business, or probably they are, I don't know. But they tell you they're interested in whatever product. And if you have a speech and if you have a clear answer for them, it might be, very attractive for them to listen to a product proposal. So in the other case, if the other person tells you that they are not happy in their job, that they are looking for more money, that they are looking for more time, in other words, they tell you that they are interested in the advantages or the qualities that their business can give them, that you have the correct answer. Something that I usually say, once again, work on your speech with your mentor before you go out, and it needs to be a speech that you believe on. I usually tell them that I currently have and that I'm developing and expanding an online business focused on online supermarkets, and currently looking for 2 to 3 people around the area, people who are hungry, people who are looking, people who are driven, to maybe teach them how to generate a second income and probably partner up. And this is fantastic, because normally people say, so what's this business about? What's the whole idea? And I immediately tell them, you know what? You have an amazing attitude and you would be amazing at doing what I do. But here I'm playing with my daughter is not the right place to talk about business. What do you say if we swap details, and in the next couple of days we arrange an appointment, we have a coffee in the right environment, and maybe we could end up working together. And this is something that works wonders. However, this is an opportunity that arises. My invitation is not to leave your business open to only opportunities arising, but also to be more direct. And in this case, I'm going to give you 2 websites that you can go, that you can join, and that you can make the most of. These websites are called meetup.com and Eventbrite. Meetup.com and Eventbrite are platforms where you can find communities that already meet up, communities with similar interests and values to yours. So for example, I live in South London. I can go and enter my postcode and look for language exchange meetups. And there I'll find people who speak Spanish and English, such as myself, people who want to practice language and then engage into conversations, and therefore meet people who are looking for something else and eventually have new customers and ABOs. However, it's very important that it's not up to whenever you feel like it. That's the whole idea of this, to be persistent, consistent, and not to give up, to be honoring your word. So for example, if you say that Tuesdays and Fridays are going to be the days that are destined to go to these events, every Tuesday and Friday you are going to be there regardless of circumstances, because you are building a habit, you're building a system. So find the ones that you're into, cooking lessons, meetups for dogs, or whatever. Go and find whatever suits you best. But once again, have a speech, be persistent and consistent into meeting people. Tip number 2 is social media. Before, we used to go into our Facebook, our Instagram, LinkedIn, and just send random texts. You see, it doesn't work anymore, for the simple reason that if you don't know that person, it is very likely to go into spam, and it doesn't work just as well. However, what really works, what at least works for me, is find a niche, is find the sort of people that will be ideal for my business. And I've personally identified that finding other entrepreneurs is much easier, is much better, and is much more effective. So, for example, if I decided to focus on the well-being, on the nutrition side of the business, Nutrilite and sports nutrition, what best than finding personal trainers? And you can find personal trainers in Facebook communities, in hashtags, in Instagram, in different platforms. Or even if you go to gyms, the gyms will give you the contact details for the personal trainers so that you can contact them directly. So I chose people who are already entrepreneurs because normally they're more open-minded. Normally they already have customers, and if you are a business owner, you're always looking for other opportunities to grow your business or to make more money or to add more value to your communities. So something good would be to develop a simple speech. Hey, pizza. My name is Mauricio. I wanted to congratulate you because you have an amazing profile on social media. I'm currently in the process of expanding my online supermarket business, and we add value to professionals such as yourself. We have exclusive distribution rights to this brand, which is whatever advantages you want to give them, and we would love to be able to offer you, if you're open-minded, even if you give us 2 to 3 minutes of your time to send you more information, or maybe to catch up on Zoom, something very similar, but that you find is attractive, together with your mentor who has more experience. And now the whole idea is to copy and paste 10 a day. It's nothing major, but you can do this every single day, understanding that the law of averages is not going to be working in your favor in social media. It is much better and is much more direct to do it one-on-one, but it depends on your strategy. So 10 a day will work and will probably give you 2 or 3 or 4 people who are interested to show the plan, to show the products, and to do a proposal. The same thing can happen if you're going to be focusing on beauty, to find hair salons, to find people who do eyelashes, who do nails, who do hair, whatever. There's loads of businesses and there's loads of entrepreneurs out there that you can find and that you can do proposals. Once again, consistent, persistent, not giving up, and honoring your word. And tip number 3, which is the one that my wife and I, we have probably built 95% of our business with, and it's referrals. As you know, we focus our business on beauty, artistry, and hair care with Satin Egg, and we attract people by providing a service, but by listening to them and by adding value with the products. We have happy customers, and we listen to the needs, and we find ABOs with this strategy of providing a service. But most importantly, it's always on the tip of our tongue to ask for referrals. So when people come to have a treatment done, we do a close-up, they buy products, but we always ask for referrals. Who do you think that can benefit from this sort of treatment? Who do you think that would be happy to receive it? Who can you recommend? We value our business, and if you're happy, we would love it to speak to somebody else. And we have loads of referrals. Listen to this. It is a skill that you develop to generate trust, but there's people who will say no to giving you referrals, and that's okay. But next time we see them, next time we have a conversation, we continue to ask them, hey, pizza, remember last time we told you about referring us to people? Once again, it is very important for our business to do this, and I know you're very happy, and I'm sure that you can give other people the opportunity to be as happy as you are. And this sort of message goes a long way. In our case, we have loads and loads of referrals and numbers and lists, and we have our schedule, our agenda full for the business in our time. And the same can happen for you, because listen to this. People in our business are not growing as fast as they want because they are not attracting new people. They are not attracting new ABOs and new customers. And if they are not doing this, it's because they don't know how to prospect, or they don't make it systematically. So that's why this video and this information is so powerful and so important. Now, only just recently, I was talking to somebody who, from the team, who obviously doesn't want to focus on beauty. Not everyone will, but he wants to focus on nutrition. And one tip that we gave him was to use a nutritional valuation. So it is, if you don't know what it is something very simple, and we used a body composition monitor, and it's something that looks like a body scale. And what it does is that it has 4 electrodes, and people stand up on it, and it won't only give you the weights, but it will give you several metrics and several information such as body mass index, metabolic age, the amount of water, the amount of calcium in your bones. I mean, it is very, very accurate and very good. And the speech that we developed with this guy is that he sat down and wrote down his list. His list is not necessarily only customers that buy from him. Customers that buy from him will obviously go in there, but people who in the past have said no to the plan or to the business. So he built a huge list, and what he did is that he called with a good attitude. He started with the people that were more likely to say yes, so that his self-esteem will not be hurt. And he said this to them: "Hey pizza," smiling. "Hey pizza, how are you doing? I'm calling you for two things. Number one, to say hello, and number two, because I'm very happy. I'm currently working on a project where I'm adding value to the people who have backed up my business, who have purchased products from my business before, and I want to teach them." I'm going to stop here for a second and I'm going to open brackets. My recommendation would be to go into the Amway Academy website. They have something that's called a nutrition certification, where at the end you will get a certificate with your name that will obviously give you more knowledge, but also will help you with this speech. I close brackets. So he says, "I'm currently doing a nutritional certification and I am in the process of teaching people how to get to your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, depending on their age range and yours as well, how to be healthy, how to achieve optimal wealth, how to be energetic, how to have a lovely skin, how to be very healthy overall." Pizza, being healthy is something that you're interested on? Most surely they will say yes. And after that you say, so the way that it works is that I have a body composition monitor. I'm going to do a completely free, no commitment nutritional evaluation. It takes from 5 to 10 minutes. And the whole idea is that after this, you have a better picture of how to improve your health. I will help you. And then you make an appointment, you go there, and you obviously do it in the most professional manner. Now, it is extremely important that you are in control. Not only tell him, "When do you have time?" No, you say, "I have time on Wednesday at 7 or Saturday at 2 p.m. I'll come by your place." And that you go there, you make him stand on that nutritional, on that body composition monitor, and you have there's two things that you have to focus on. Number one, once you get the responses, you can tell them this is how you can improve if they are overweight or with products and whatever you want to give them, being a professional, of course. But number two, to ask for referrals. Remember, Pizza, I told you I'm doing a nutritional certification. I have to do 10 in the next week. This is a nutrition evaluation. Number two, do you think that your mom, cousin, partner, whatever can help me with this? I will promise I'll be as professional as I've been with you and add value to them. This will give you the opportunity to reach other people and, believe me, to find more customers, to sell your products, to get your brand across to other people. But if you listen to people, you will find people with good attitude that you will be able to give them a proposal for the business. And that's the beauty of this, the beauty and how fantastic an opportunity this is that no other traditional business can do in this one-on-one. You don't need millions of people to start, but you do need to take the decision. And to close up, my invitation to you would be to speak to your mentor, speak to your line of sponsorship, somebody who's connected, who's willing to follow up and to commit with this that you're doing, in developing the speech, in making the phone calls, and in teaching you the whole process. Finding people is the most important skills, and hopefully with this video you have loads of information to get started and to never run out of prospects again. We love you, and we want to see you winning and achieving your goals and your dreams. Bye.